still have 4 members alive. The edge of zone, however, as 1 million has wrapped around down south and causing some trouble for the Nova team. Nova's still in the superior position to win out this fight, but Jimmy gets confirmed. That is unfortunate.
There's Alpha 7 shots coming through as well, as I believe either from Skylightz Gaming or iNCO potentially. I think I spotted some shots coming in, maybe even Bacon Time, but 1 million now having the tides turned on them just a little bit. 2 players remain, Marshall and Senke down the hill. 3 players for Nova, as Jimmy, as you said, did get flushed. That was taken away by Alpha 7. Marshall, position known, and Mythics finds a cheeky little angle onto Order. Brings 1 million into a 2 versus 2 here, with Paraboy super low as well. Alpha 7.
2 versus 2 for now.
Alpha 7 coming in up the hill.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 for now. It's about to be a 3v2v2 with Alpha 7 coming in for the third party. Surely Nova knows when they got third party there, Alpha 7 is going to be looking to push. They got a confirmation onto Alpha 7. They know how aggressive Alpha 7 is, and Nova should have backed off already. Alpha 7 is going to come in and swoop up these 1 million points instead.
Just about missing that spray over onto Marshall. Looks for a heal. Frozen on the ball with the AKM. Is that Iron Sights as well? Able to nail those shots.
Oh, and gets the revive too.
Looks to drop down for the revive onto Order. Can he stick it? Marshall, Senke, both looking to revive as well.
This is a 3-way dance that we have going on here. Paraboy with the great nade. Can they finish out 1 million though? They do. And now they have 1 knocked out of Alpha 7. This could be huge. Paraboy's on the top side with a great supporting sightline angle. Order and Frozen pushing in from the low ground. All of a sudden, Nova somehow turned this around onto the backs of Alpha 7, and 1 million already eliminated.
And it could not be a worse time for it. Alpha 7, 4th place. They were on that chase. They were looking good to be able to step off this fight if they were able to close it down with Nova. Can they find that final opening? Paraboy does get spotted. Carrillo takes him down through the gap in the rock. Is there an answer for it? Order and Frozen were given the respite to go for those heals. They did manage to get a lot done. Mafioso and Carrillo for Alpha 7, the remaining duo for the squad, fighting off against Order and Frozen. Push over the hillside. Order leads the charge. Frozen is there for the haymaker swing out wide. And up the top rope, they're not quite finding those openings. Frozen goes low. Order still going in though. And Carrillo taken out, but Frozen knocked. Order last. Mafioso trading. Carrillo's down. And it's Nova to keep themselves alive. That's the opening they were looking for. Alpha 7 are eliminated. And now it's Nova's time from the south side. Can they regroup as 3 and push on up north?
Give me a sec. Give me a second to breathe. I was holding my breath the whole time. Whew. John's breathing too. I could hear it. You alive? You have a pulse still?
Yeah. Doing okay.
Oh, okay. All right. No
just
sudden
about.
heart attacks.
Alpha 7 don't. But Godlike Stalwart, 4 players alive, pushing in on their fight with Power right now. Power, obviously, the team that took down the miracle duo from HVVP, but it might be a little bit too much to ask for them to take on the full squad of Godlike Stalwart. The strafe from Pika goes straight across the doorframe. Handles business. Top the only one to fall, but they'll be happy about that. 7 eliminations, 4 players alive, playing on that west side of the circle. This, again, is a chance for Godlike Stalwart to jump up a little bit further against HVVP.
Same for Vampire, though. They've been on this north side the whole time, just playing quiet, waiting for the right time to strike, and given the circles, they're 4 strong coming in from a dominant position. So this could be a huge game for Nova, Vampire, and Stalwart's Esports. Once again, 3+ teams, and USG Donuts if they can fin off this Skylightz Gaming push. They're up to 6 eliminations already, looking to push into that survival bracket. Nova looking strong. Frozen with the Mini 14. We saw him using the Mini 14 close range. That's how little left that Nova have to work with after holding that spot for so long, but it works out for them now as these are long-range engagements. That's a huge knock onto Ravenclaw. He will not be able to get revived. That hurts the 4-man team of Vampire heavily.
As USG eliminated, Paraboy managed to thread the needle on the shot through the window. Order under pressure, sure, on the hillside. Was that a
sniper?
Was that a K9?
Yeah, he has
I think it was a K9 in the hands of Order, yeah. He's going to be looking to rip some heads off shoulders there. Nova have been playing on the outside of Los Leones for so long. They should have been able to get a bit of a resupply as well off the crates from Alpha 7.
Molly from way up high gets the hit in. But the circle does force Nova off the mountaintop. I think That's why we saw Order getting very close. No, they could stay in the circle one more, but they're going to need to come off at some point. They might leave one player up here for support as Order tries to thread the needle. Does not go in. Now, Star Wars Esports, they have 4. They need to push, and they're looking at the side of iNCO.
iNCO, once again, in this deep, in this late. 3 eliminations short, but this is great for the bottom of the tables as well. You're talking about those average point scoring abilities for the teams towards the bottom, so getting these 5th place finishes guaranteed, a couple of eliminations might be all it takes, but they are now under pressure from godlike Stalwart with a backline of Nova taking shots their way whenever they can. Paraboy's just lighting up the battlefield. The good news is they're also looking at godlike Stalwart on this push.
Yeah. And they have the zone here. Godlike has to push into the open, so there will be casualties no matter what. And Order threads the needle, by the way, from up high.
Wow.
Gets the finish. That gives them the low ground. That gives them the ridge line, too. Look at that giant ridge line that they could use for the next circle. Nova, all of a sudden, in a very, very dominant position, even if they lose that high ground. Yeah, just like I predicted, they send 2 down. They leave Paraboy up top for the oversight, and well done. Gets another point for the side of Nova.
Nova are absolutely on a warpath today. I mean, it feels like this is so refreshed, so revitalized coming through from the Chinese roster that has left us wanting over the last 2 days. A high frag game over on Erangel, now coming into Miramar. I think they're up to 12 eliminations on this one so far. Yep, there we go, looking for more as Order lines up action, knocks him down. Top looking for this res, keeping them at 3, that's the goal. Like Stalwart, Scry to Paraboy up the top rope, but Scry gets flushed out immediately.
Oh, and more eliminations.
iNCO spotted, moving through 14 eliminations now. They are just punching hard, and nobody can stomach it. It is all-out warfare. Nova burning down the competition.
Give me another one. I think the last 6 knocks, maybe even 7, were all done by Nova here. They are looking so... And Frozen's got the MG3. iNCO will pick up 1, though. And, of course, now we're down to the last 2. 3 versus 2, Star Wars versus Nova.
4th place 5 elims is good, but Paraboy just finds top somehow. A sliver steps out and immediately is capitalized on. Order rushes forward, in with the UMP. Once the spray around the side goes down, but it's not going to matter because you step out into the open and you get ripped apart. It is Nova dominating on Miramar with an